All right, this is going to be drawing number 5 and in 3D CAD. And you ought to remember it from 2D CAD. We all did it there. And it's not so hard in 3D as you might suspect, given the difficult time some of you had drawing this in 2D. So what I'm going to start with is a basic 4 by 1.5 rectangle, and then we're going to extrude it too so we get that height. Now I'm going to show you another trick. If I come over here and I start a sketch and it asks for a plane, I'll pick the top plane. I can use this button here to insert an image, and I can go import, and it opens up and it says, okay, where's the image you're trying to import. Once you do, it'll show up in this list, and there's the drawing I'm looking for. Now it says draw a rectangle, an image rectangle, and just like that I can import that image into Onshape and use it for reference purposes. Then you can just grab the corners and drag it around. So that may save you some time going back and forth if you have your image right in here with you. Now I'm just going to draw a quick rectangle. And actually I'm going to go this way because I'm going to trim off this bottom corner, so I want my dimension up top. So 4 by 1.5. Okay, notice I started at the origin. Everything here is well defined and it's quite happy. Now what I'm going to do is put in the one angled line. So I'm going to grab my line tool and start right there. Come down anywhere on here. Press escape. I do not want a dimension. A dimension would lock that in and it would be black, and I don't want it to be. I need to define that to be 45 degrees. Remember, we don't know what the length of that line is. We don't really care. 45. Here we go. I might have put that 45 in the wrong place because I got to trim these first. Oh, good, the 45 stayed. But the 4 ended up going away, which is too bad. I wanted to keep that, so let's put that back. All right, everything is fully defined. Now, I could click the green check mark and finish the sketch, then go extrude it. Or skip that step and just click right here on the extrude button while still in the sketch. It will begin to extrude, and it will ask for a height. Okay, the only height we have left is 2 inches. It's a new object, solid. We're going to hit the check mark now, and you've got your basic shape. Now, how does this get so easy compared to the 2D? Well, you don't have to think about what this looks like in 3D per se. You have to figure out what it looks like on this end. The sketch I put in is now invisible because, or the image I put in, because the sketch is hidden. So I can turn that back on and do some quick references, but it's flat, it's facing the wrong way, kind of a pain in the butt. That's alright, I can make it work. Now at the top end we're gonna come down 75. We're just gonna drop in a line here that goes in 0.5. We're gonna come down another 0.5, and we're gonna come over. How do I know it's another 0.5? Well, because the whole thing is 2 and it's 75 on each side, so there only leaves 0.5 left. So I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. Down 75, in 0.5. So I'm going to just click on that surface, click sketch, and I am going to draw a line. I'm going to make sure that line is perpendicular, and make sure that line is vertical, and make sure that line is also perpendicular. Pressing escape for all of it. I'm going to either go with a left view, or you can right click on any surface you're sketching on and just use the bottom option here, view normal to sketch plane. Straightens it right out. It also partially rotated it for me, which I'm not a big fan of, so let's rotate it back. Okay, now we know our dimensions. The distance from here to here was supposed to be 0.75. Distance from here to here was also supposed to be 0.75. And the distance from here to here is supposed to be 0.5. We can mirror that to the other side. All your normal sketch tools work. Problem with mirroring is I don't have a midpoint here yet. So let's quickly throw in a line. I'm just going to go into line mode and construction line and go midpoint to midpoint. You don't have to worry about your construction lines messing with your extrusions. They do not get extruded. They get ignored. So now I'm going to mirror. That's my mirror line. Kick that over, and we are done. How do we make this look completely like that? We just need to extrude these shapes through and remove them. So I am going to click the check mark now because I don't want to extrude this whole thing. That would get ugly. And now I'm going to click the extrude button, and I'm going to click that little rectangle and that little rectangle. Now immediately they want to come out. I don't want them to come out. I want to remove them. And I want to go not blind. I'm not going to bother measuring this. Just through all. And check. And just like that, this drawing is done.